Michael, Werewolf by Night was phenomenal. Thank you so much for your work on it, dude. Congratulations. It's great.
Thank you. We had a blast doing it. So, awesome. It's nice to see the response like that. That's good. That makes me happy.
So good. I ended, I was like, I got to watch it again. I noticed in the credits, I want to start with one thing. This might be like a weird detail to ask about, but I noticed you had a special thanks to Brad Bird, and I know you two have worked together on a lot of projects. I'd love to hear, was there something Brad did that influenced you in working on Werewolf by Night?
Yeah, well, Brad did come in and watch it for me, and had some really good thoughts. And there was a key thing that I was looking for that I couldn't quite crack. And it was a specific line of dialogue that I wanted to do in a specific way. And we just couldn't figure it out. And I asked Brad, I was like, Brad, what do you think? And he instantly said, oh, do it like this. And I was just like, of course.
That's awesome. That's cool. One of my favorite parts of the whole thing is the shot on Elsa. You're just slowly moving and we see the shadow of the wolf transforming. I mean, it felt like classic horror. It was scary. Yeah. We felt her perspective. I want to hear about your inspiration for that specific shot. That was one of the very first images I had in my head for how I wanted to do that transformation, because I kept saying, there have been a lot of werewolf movies made. We've seen them transform so many different ways. We're never going to do it better than the best of them. What I love about horror is it's about what you don't see that is the most powerful and the most effective. What your brain fills in is so much bigger than what you could ever do on screen. So that shot was from day one meant to be something that would allow you to do the other half of the work, in your head. And to me, that's much more powerful and horror than anything else you could do. Now, the other thing about that shot, it was all done in camera. That's not a visual effect, that shot. That was all done in camera. And that took months to design and figure out how we were going to do it. But Joe Farrell, our visual effects supervisor, was incredible in helping put that together. But that is almost exactly as I storyboarded that moment, is exactly that. And it was so awesome.
Yeah. So wherever we could do practical in-camera effects, we did it. And I would say there's a ton of them in there that you just would never even know.
Oh, that's so cool, man. Hats off to you, sir. That is awesome. Being part of the MCU, I'm sure that means there's plenty of characters you think about, fantasize about, and Werewolf by Night has ties to plenty of other monsters, monster hunters. Did you ever think about having characters like Blade or Moon Knight or anybody show up in this one?
No, that never really came up. I mean, we talked a little bit about Blade, but in the end, it was like, you know what? If we're looking at this, and I always describe this as an episode of The Twilight Zone, let's keep it contained. This is one night in the life of Jack and Elsa, and let's see what that's like. And I know everyone searches for connectivity and we want this person in here and this, and I was like, no, let's just do this. It exists in the same world as all of these other things. It does, but let's not worry about that right now. We'll deal with that maybe someday. I don't know. But for right now, I just wanted to tell the story of one night in the life of these characters. And hopefully it's something that you could just drop in on, not having seen anything else, and just enjoy it for what it was.
You told the story of that night so well. I hope you do this every year, man. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
I'd love to talk to you about this again sometime, hopefully soon. Enjoy the ride, man.